Well, good afternoon and welcome to Wickersley Angling, everyone. And today is a very special day. I've got my best pal with me today, Mr. Pickering, and we're going to talk about a couple of subjects. But first of all, I would like to wish him happy birthday, because it's his birthday today. 21 again.
I know. When you're my age, you don't. It's not. There should be another thing for happy birthday. Take the happy out and something birthday. I'm not sure what it is at my age.
Old son.
That's more like
Mr. Old Grumpy.
I'm not grumpy. You know I'm not grumpy, Al.
But yes, it's his birthday today, and so I would like to congratulate him on his birthday.
Thanks, pal. Have you bought me out?
Yeah, I bought you something.
Have you?
Yeah.
First time this.
First time. And
I'm excited now.
there will be only me and him who'll get this, and I think he'll get it straight away. Because
I'm dreading this.
yeah, that's my packet, and them's yours.
Oh, you know, look at them. I'm going to tell you a story about it.
I'm keeping one of these. I am not sharing them with him.
I'm going to tell you the story now. They're midget gems. It's probably my favourites. One of our great friends, a lad called Granville Sissons, we used to go fishing, and I picked him up one day, and we were driving to Trent, and halfway there on the way, he got this £1/2 packet of midget gems out, and he put them between us in the car, and I'm driving. I said, I'll have them after my breakfast. On the way home, we never ate one. But on the way home, I've gone like that, I've opened it, and I've gone one like that, and he fell asleep, Granville. So when we pulled up outside his house, he's gone. He's woke up like that, and he's gone. And there were one left. I'd just ate £1/2 of midget gems on the way back home from Trent, and there were one left in the packet when he picked it up. So next time we went fishing, he bought 2 quarters. One for him and one for me. So I ate £1/2 on the way back from Trent.
So the moral to this story is, if you're ever next to him, just give him some. Don't let Seg come and have one of these, because he'll just eat. Whatever it is, he'll eat.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. God bless you, Granville, by the way.
Yeah,
oh, brilliant. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Brilliant.
So, on to today. I also want to congratulate you on your being picked for England again.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah,
there's two in there. Two world champs.
Two world champs.
Two world champs this year. So you're going on the float fishing.
Well, 3 weeks. We're going on the float one to a place where I've been before in Hungary, where the video Hungry for Gold, if anybody's ever seen it, I didn't spill them maggots, it were Dennis, not me. If you've ever seen that video, but it's in Zagreb on the rowing course. It's beautiful fishing, fantastic fishing, and I mean, you know how much it means to me to put the 3
there's not
lines
many
on
people on this planet who knows what it means to you to pull that
and
shirt
you're one
on.
of them, and I can't wait, I really can't.
No, I know as soon as you aired and you phoned me and told me, I thought, there's nobody on this planet happier.
So when I say, I mean I am 67 today, right, so that's giving me age away, but honestly, when I tell you I'm like a new kid, I'm as excited as anything. I'm making rigs, doing hooks, getting ready, talking to lads, that thing. And I genuinely, I'm like a kid with a new toy at Christmas. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know.
And you'll know how I feel about
I know how it feels, because I've known him obviously now for
too long.
40 odd years now altogether, and even when he was fishing for England every year, when he used to get picked with Dick and Dennis and Alan and Bob and Kevin, he's never put as much effort in as he's putting into this one. This is like being called up for your first ever world champs, isn't it?
One of the things that I've learnt is, I mean, I've been looking to represent England at different levels. I'm a bit manager at different levels, but it doesn't matter which level you are, whether it's the main float team, the feeder team, even the ladies team, when I was manager, and now the vets and the masters. It's still the same feeling, and I know lots of people won't enter these because I think it's an age thing, and
it's
exactly
you're fishing for your country.
No, it's exactly the same. I feel, sorry, it is to me. I feel exactly the same as I would if it were in the men's float talk feeder team. I really do. So.
Yeah. As I say, I know how much it means to you.
I know that, mate. And I'll be giving it everything, as you know.
Yeah, and then you're going on the feeder champs.
And then there's a new feeder one this year, later in the year, and that's in Merida. in Spain, and I fished a feeder match there, so I know quite a bit about it, and that's a new competition. It's the first year, so I'm proud to be, because I like being part of the setups and how it all starts and everything, and we've got two good teams for both, to be honest with you, and I think we've got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Well, certainly I have. I mean, the only thing I think about now is these two matches, and it's all I think about, and I'm just taking part in other matches.
Yeah.
And I can't get them out of my head. It's crazy.
I know. I say there's not many people actually know what it means to him, but I actually genuinely know how much it means to him. So good luck with
Thanks,
all that.
mate.
And then that brings me on to a question. These are a bit different for me. I've never done anything like this, and podcasting.
I
or
can see
anything.
you having your own BBC programme where you go.
But it's just something what we. This one, what we're doing now, has come about from an argument me and him had in shop the other week. So we're going to come on to that in a bit later on, which you'll see. But basically, with working in the shop and obviously knowing people like Tommy and Dennis and Alan and people like that from over the years, and we get lots and lots of good anglers coming to this shop, and we always have debates on who's good at this and he's brilliant at that, and people ask me what my view, who do you think's a good angler, and it's something I've always thought about. I thought someday I must sit down and have a conversation and get one of the best, not just a good angler, one of the best that there's ever been in our country or in the world, and let's have his point of view of what he thinks makes a great angler. Because the way I tell it to people, I think there's three components to it. But I'm going to hand you over to Tommy now and let you, because obviously we have.
That's a great question.
Like you've fished with the best, you fish with great anglers, you fish with good anglers, and you do your coaching days. So you've got as much experience, or probably more experience than anyone, to tell me what I think makes a great angler.
I think that, and it's a great question actually, because why is somebody better at football or cricket or whatever?
Yeah.
But fishing is a unique sport. It's a unique sport because we can't see the object ball. When you're playing golf and tennis, you can see the ball. When you're playing football, you can see it. Rugby, you can see you can't see our object ball because it's under something. So you have to develop skills to catch something you can't see.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
So I think the best anglers.
And we call that watercraft, don't we?
We call it watercraft.
They understand.
When I take people fishing, I said there's 10% preparation is done at home, 20% is done on the bank, and 70% is swim management. And it's simply down to how fish feed.
Yeah.
The best anglers understand how and when that the fish feed. I think that.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think that, and I'll give you an example. A few years ago, there were, we call him God, John Allerton. He was cleaning up at Lindholm, and he won I think 6 matches on the trot on one lake called the Oasis when we used to fish it. And the lad come up to me and he went, "I see Allerton's drawn sock on again."
Yeah, that's what they always say.
And I went, "No, he hasn't. He's sorted something out."
Yeah.
And he went, "No, he hasn't." I said, "Just a minute, I can't remember that peg winning a match." And he went, "No, he's sorted something. He's just lucky." And I went, "Right. Let me put this to you.
John Allerton.
There's 20 anglers on this lake today. We've all got great poles. We've all got a bit of line. We've all got same floats on. We've all got same bait.
Yeah.
Why is he catching all the fish?
And we're not.
And we're not." And I went, "He's sorted a way of catching them out and when he's got to change. And he's just sorted the feeding out and when to do it." And he went, "I never looked at it like that."
Yeah.
And he says, I says, "That's what it is. At that particular time, he sorted it out better than anybody else, and that's what great anglers do."
And I'm looking on from that as well. Sometimes anglers will go to one venue all year, and for 6 months they don't catch as much as everybody else. 3 months they start competing, and then 3 months they dominate. And I think that's because the styles their style of fishing. Because obviously, not every time you go fishing, the same style wins. With weather conditions, temperatures.
But you can go on commercials, and when a certain angler wins, you can usually tell what bait's working on that venue, because there tend to be one bait people.
Right.
Like let's say there's a corn angler, so if he starts catching, you know that the fish are responding to corn and pellets and things like that. But the good anglers, they can fish pellets, meat, maggots, because they, understand how fish work and when to feed it. Yeah. And at depth, they work things out quicker. Yeah. And that's all it is, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, because when I've told people, I actually packed him fishing with Barnsley Blacks when me and him were fishing with them when we had shop, and the reason I packed him with Barnsley is I knew I wasn't good enough to fish at that level. And the thing that's always let me, and it is, I can prepare 10 times better than you.
Yeah, 100% that, yeah.
Most people can, because that ain't hard anyway. No. If you tie 10 hooks and 2 rigs, they've done more preparation than you do most of the time. But I can prepare as good as anybody. I've got better tackle than most.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
So there's that side of it is no good. It's
one is management.
My drawing arm.
That's like mine, your drawing arm. It's both rubbish, isn't it? Let's be honest.
But it's 100% with me. It's watercraft.
Yes.
I ain't got it.
You call it what I call it, swim management.
Yeah, I can't work it out.
And like two of my little things are in the summer. You start long and finish short, and in the winter it starts short and finish long. So you move into the fish because you don't need to feed. But that is part of swim management, and it's something that you can't teach people.
No, you've got
because every venue is different.
Why can David Beckham kick a football like he does? We don't know, do we?
You just don't know. It's something that's built in the fisherman.
And it is obviously something, a sixth sense that's in you as well.
I mean, you can go to Lindholm Lakes, and I think there's 8 or 9 lakes, and they all fish different. You have to feed them all a little bit different, the same fish, but because of the depths and everything, they all feed.
Yeah,
and that's why the best anglers do well there, because they understand each lake.
It don't matter which lake
you can't go on each lake and fish them the same.
You're always going to get somebody who maybe draws the same lake 3 or 4 times.
Yes.
Or catch, because that's his particular style, isn't it? But if it goes on other lake, it don't come nowhere.
So basically, it's swim management, I think, more than anything.
And as I say, I've always said that to people who come in shop. I think it's 20% getting your kit ready, and
not far off,
and getting prepared and having the right stuff and what have you. I think 10%'s luck. You still need a bit of luck on the day.
You're trying to say that someone is lucky?
Well, 30% luck then, in certain cases. So 20% getting your kit ready.
Yeah, a lot of luck involved as well.
You've got to you have got to draw.
Yeah.
But the difference is we could still draw the same peg on the same day and catch completely different weights. Yeah. And then I always say it's 50% watercraft.
Well, I say 10% at home, 20 on the bank, get organised, and 70% swim management. Yeah. That's what I say. But so you're not far, for once in your life, you're not far off.
I always say that, like Alan, Dennis, Tommy, and them, when they get to peg, and I don't know how they can do it, like, they can be fishing, and they'll be catching one a chuck, and you sat behind them, and all of a sudden they'll change. And you go, well, why are you change? You're just catching one a chuck. Yeah, but it's just, and it's like parting the seas, and all them fish are just hung in mid-water with nothing, and I can't work it out.
And that sums it up perfectly. You know, the fact that what you're talking about is it's swim management and the good anglers just work it out better.
Yeah,
and quicker. They understand how fish feed.
Yeah.
And I think you're right.
And doing it, innit?
Yeah.
I always, one of the first teams I ever fished for was, it was in them days, it was called Mustard Bradford Vikings.
Oh, right, yeah, I remember.
That was the first proper team they ever got asked to join. And it was...
Barron and Illingworth and that,
Peter Barron and John... It was actually John Illingworth who asked me to join him.
What a man. What an angler. Wow.
What an angler John was.
He wasn't just a great angler. I mean, I once were asked to pick my 5 best Yorkshire anglers, and he was one of my top 4. Yeah. You know, he was that good.
Yeah.
You know, Allerton, him, Dennis and Alan Scott on, they were the top 4 from Yorkshire, and And then probably somebody like Kenny Kendall would have been my fifth, which most people won't know.
No.
Because his record was quite staggering.
Yeah, people don't know, like a lot of Bradford lads and people.
But
like,
Illingworth were in my top four.
Yeah, he
was just.
But one of John's philosophies, when you ask John about fishing, and like you say, how do you do that? Well, you just do this, or you just do that.
But that's what
that's what you're doing, and
Yeah.
it don't matter how many articles you write. As me reading them articles, as even if it's somebody doing an article on commercial fishing, which I don't know that person at all, but he's not trying to tell you lies when they're doing these articles.
No.
Everybody's trying to help you all catch fish, but doing the article and then going on the match is just completely different. And obviously they can tell you and write it down black and white, till cows come home. You do this, you do that. But on the day, you do something different to us, which you don't even know you're doing.
And John Allerton once told me that. He actually said that. Somebody says why, so he said he probably don't know.
You don't know.
He said he probably don't know. We're having a writing, one of his 100 incredible runs. and I said, why are you catch? He said he probably don't know.
I asked John Allerton once on Trent. He won't catch him now, and he's in Wayfield at Old Marsh, and it's 10 foot deep, and he's fishing waggler, and all of a sudden he's dropped his waggler down to 4 foot deep, chucked it 10 rod lengths out, and started catching chub, and he's won't match. And I says to him after the match, says, why did you do that, John? He went, I don't know, I just did it.
Instinct. Yeah.
It's just instinct. And I say, like going back to John Illingworth, his favourite motto in angling, and this one has always stuck to an extent, has stuck with me, and he always says, don't think it, do it.
Yeah, that's great.
When you're thinking of doing something,
just do it.
Don't
think
think
it for a reason. Yeah.
You think of it because you're doing your water management.
Yeah.
But then don't keep thinking about it. Just change it and do it.
And find out and click. Because what it does, if it works, it works. But if it doesn't, it clears your head as well.
Yeah, you can revert back. You can drop it.
That's right, yeah.
But I still can't do it 100%. I just haven't got it. But that is a question that I get asked loads and loads of times.
Well, end of daylight. You're too bitter on yourself at times because you're better than you think you are. And a lot of it's confidence in Ed. So
yeah, but probably so.
Yeah.
That is
great
a question.
Great question.
Thank you very much, and we're going to do a few more videos later on. So keep in touch and give us your views on that. Give us a bit of feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Because end of daylight, everybody's got an opinion. And,
we're not saying our opinions are right and wrong.
No, we're not.
No, it's just. People ask me and I give them my opinion on what's a great angler or a good angler.
So give us your opinion and Alan will answer you back.